Everyone, good afternoon. It's Thursday, January 17th, and this is my new video for this upcoming weekend's weather for our country. And I finally redid my map. I finally put color to it, and I don't know if you can all see the sticky notes and what they say, but it kind of helps me out on what's going to be happening weather-wise for like the next several days. So I just put sticky notes across the country on exactly what type of weather is going to happen in certain parts of the country. So let's get down to it. Okay, so today is Thursday, like I mentioned, and we have a winter storm going on right now in the deep south in the Mississippi, Alabama, northern Georgia, moving into the Carolinas and the Piedmont region of North Carolina, going into Virginia later this afternoon and evening. 3 to 6 inches, maybe more, 8 to 10 inches possible in the Great Smoky Mountains and the Appalachians, Southern Appalachians of Virginia possible by tonight. And the winter storm is actually named Igo, and that's going to be exiting our entire region, sort of say, by early tomorrow morning. So places on the East Coast, those winter storm warnings only go up until about the wee hours tomorrow, Friday morning. And then Igo is out of the picture, and then the weekend comes, and we are going to have a little bit of a pattern change, sort of say. Previously, we've had cool conditions going into the west this past week. That's going to change. We're going to have high pressure built in and a trough, not a trough, but a ridge built in with that high pressure, and it's going to provide more mild air. With that mild air, we are going to have just dry conditions pretty much for the whole entire upcoming weekend for pretty much the entire west coast. So that's going to be great news for them. And temperatures are going to modify back into the 70s and low 80s in Los Angeles and Phoenix, and going into LA and Las Vegas. I think I already said that. Okay. Anyways, moving on. With the ridge of high pressure, we are going to have a trough built in into the eastern part of the country. And with that, it's going to bring a very cold blast of air from the Arctic. It's going to be a very cold outbreak in the upper part of the Midwest. We are going to have lows in the negative teens, 20s, and even 30s possible. So wind chill values are definitely going to be well below zero, so bundle up if you are going to head out this weekend in the upper Midwest. We are also going to see high temperatures not even reach 0 degrees in some parts of the extreme, like North Dakota and Minnesota, and places have not seen highs that are below zero for quite some time. It's been like 3 years in some of these places. So very, very frigid air is on the way this weekend. And we also are going to bring in the chance for some snow in the upper part of the Great Lakes region. Not a whole lot, but we are going to see some snow, especially lake effect snow coming in with that very cold air. The trough is going to build pretty deep into the country, going all the way down to parts of the deep south, so places in the Ohio River Valley, going down to the Tennessee River Valley. You are going to have chilly conditions this upcoming weekend. Temperatures are only going to be in the 30s and 40s for high. I think Atlanta, Georgia, this upcoming weekend, only in like the 30s. Well, not this weekend, but actually early next week. That's when the cold air will invade parts of the south. So Atlanta, early next week, I believe, highs won't even get out of like, I think it's going to be like 38 or 39, close to 40 degrees early next week. And then the East Coast, we are going to be pretty cold as well. We are going to have a blast of that cold air come into the region. So temperatures are going to be into the single digits and teens for highs. And then lows are going to be in the single digits and negative territory. The major cities along the East Coast, Boston, we are going to expect temperatures only in the 20s for highs coming into next week. DC, we are expected to have a high of around 34 degrees coming into early next week as well. So that's the big player that's going to be happening this upcoming weekend, early next week. Again, the temperatures are going to start to fall tomorrow going into this weekend for the upper Midwest and the Lakes region, and then that cold air is going to dive southward and invade the rest of the East Coast and parts of the deep south. And Florida, you are going to have some rain showers moving into mainly southern Florida, anywhere from, I would say, like West Palm Beach southward into Miami, and maybe over into the Naples in Orlando area this upcoming weekend. So that's what it looks like weather-wise for our country for this upcoming weekend and early next week. So I hope you enjoyed that video. You can enjoy other videos on my Weatherman R channel. Just go to the channel and look at other videos that I've done. And I'll be back next week to give you another update on any weather events going on in our country. Until then, remember to keep your eye to the sky, stay safe, stay warm, and enjoy the rest of your day.